Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Alton.
Thanks for your time coming to illustrate some ETF to us again.
Thanks for inviting me.
Today, we want to ask you about ETF from Global X. I understand this ETF follow a Seoul Active China Electric Vehicle and Battery Index. The counter is 2845. Can you let us know more about its background?
Sure. 2845 is our Global X China Electric Vehicle and Battery ETF. It's a passive ETF, and it is tracking the Seoul Active China Electric Vehicle and Battery Index. The objective of the index is to give a collection or a basket of equities that can be listed either in the States, in Hong Kong, or on the mainland different exchanges that reflect a lot of companies that get majority of their revenues from electric vehicle or batteries. And this includes their upstream and also downstream. So anything from lithium, like the natural resources that goes into making a battery, the battery makers themselves, or the charging station or charging pole makers, or the actual electric vehicle maker.
Understand. So you mentioned this ETF is following a index, so
Yes.
it's a passive investment.
Yes.
May I know for this index at this moment, how many constituent stocks is inside, and is there any ceiling on an individual stock's holding?
The index rebalances semi-annually every year, and during rebalance, there is a cap on an individual stock's weighting at 9%, but that is only on rebalance day.
Okay, sure. Can you let us know more about the holdings? For example, what are the top 2 or top 3 holdings inside this index or this ETF at this moment?
Sure. So currently, some of the larger weighted constituents, one of them is called BYD. So they are an electric vehicle maker. They also make batteries, and they also do things like electric buses. So it's quite a large company within the China space and globally speaking as well. The other rather large constituent is a company called CATL. It is actually a globally leading lithium battery maker that not only supplies batteries for electric vehicles in China, but also supplies batteries for foreign electric vehicle brands. So it is a very global company, and these two companies are currently some of the larger constituents.
You mentioned the company called CATL.
CATL, yes.
Okay, so it is listed in Shenzhen, is it?
Yes, so it's listed on one of the harder to access exchanges. Normally stocks that start with a 3 on the mainland exchanges are part of the newer tech exchanges, etc., that individual investors might find harder to access.
May I also ask for this counter listed in Hong Kong, 2845, is there any non-Hong Kong dollar counter together listed?
Yes, so for 2845 there's also a US dollar counter, and the ticker for that is 9845. So the 2 is the Hong Kong dollar and the 9 is the US dollar counter.
I got a last question. What is the price of the ETF now, and what is the lot size, so we know what is the minimum investment amount?
Right now, currently it's around $204, somewhere around there, and the lot size is 50, so around 10,000 Hong Kong dollars per lot.
Oh, that's great. Any last advice to us about this counter 2845, which follows the China EV index?
Yeah, I think for investors it's quite interesting if you look at this from a fundamental approach where you take a look at electric vehicle penetration rate on a global scale. It is definitely in its very early innings. And having said that, for investors, it might also be interesting to not only look at the automaker, but also look at the upstream and the downstream. So basic materials, natural resources that go into making a battery, the battery maker, and of course the automaker as well. So having a vertical approach might be quite interesting for investors.
Cool. Anyway, thanks for your time, Stephen. And
Thank you.
I think all of us look forward to your sharing next time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.